gentlemen, I've been asked to deliver a eulogy for our dearly departed Luminaire and Kingsley, who have died, but who have not yet begun quite decomposing beneath our feet. I think she still appears fresh as the first day that I met her 7 years ago. She looks pretty good still, yes? Yeah! I did. Thank you. Our Luminaire has lived from March 2005 until this January, making it 7 years old, which might not seem a very long time for a music venue. But if you compare her to someone close to the family, a dog, for instance, in dog's years, equivalent in dog's years, that will also be about 7 years. Just a long time in a dog's life. We love the Luminaire. We will miss her. Yay! She was special. She had class! Yeah! She did not inherit her fame. She did not get it just because of her looks. Although she's looking pretty good still. She did not get it just because of her location. No! She was made famous by her captains. And a great crew, to use a nautical metaphor. To use a metaphor which you might appreciate more, she was an internationally renowned and much loved whore. Alas, giving up the trade, not too young, but not too old, and still leaving everyone ringing the bell for more. Now, our Lumi's captains, or dog trainers, or madams, or pimps, are of course the most bereaved here among us. John Dominic cannot be here. There's a picture of him somewhere. And that's going to have to do. Andy is here. And he is a mess. I asked Andy, why Kilburn? And he replied, because I live here. And I live here too, so I understood. And then we stared into our beers awkwardly, wondering what the next question would be. The fact is that when Andy and John decided just up the road to start the Luminaire, I think they had a plan to raise the bar. Know what I mean? That's another metaphor, isn't it? It's something to do with high jumping. Raise the bar! That's right, man, raise the bar. And what we got was a music venue which combined great taste in music with a simple understanding that bands who are treated very well put on a better show. The first time I played here, maybe 6 years ago, I was met at the bottom of the stairs, and Andy took my heaviest bit of kit up those stairs. I thought I was special. But no, it was a cheap trick, and he did it for every fucking band that played here. But it proves a point. It proves a point. Gracious, intelligent, organized, helpful. This place was perfectly run by everyone who worked here. I had the honor of bringing Big, our illustrious doorman, downstairs, here for his first night. I brought him here for, I asked him to come and do my guest list in security many years ago for a show that I did, and he's been here ever since. And so I'm proud of that. I think out of all of he's very representative of the spirit of this place, which is big. Soundman, Matt, who's here, the bar managers and staff. I can't pretend to know everybody by name. The Lumi was an award-winning venue because of them. Since then, other London venues, I think we've all noticed, have started to catch up. And they've dressed up a little, and they've started treating their bands better. And they also have raised the bar. Raise the bar! Our dearly departed Luminaire lies here, her sadly no longer heaving bosom is closed for business. But she was not famous for her debauchery or her reckless behavior. She weren't famous for her celebrity clients, or for being shut down by the police, or being central to a new drug craze. But she did have her share of the action. Just over here, Grace Jones asked me for my phone number. She only called me once. Backstage, I watched as Damien Hirst, I'm name dropping, fuck right, sorry. I watched him fumble and fail with bits of gaffer tape and foam to insulate his newborn baby's ears from the pure rock sound that was coming off stage. So moments like that. And right here, and the famous fellow Pete Doherty sat with his drug dealer just beside him. And he played a set very poorly. But no, the place is not famous for that. No births, but there was a wedding reception for a couple whose love had been forged in the fire of the Luminaire. No deaths, but there was right here in the pit, there was a horrible, what do you call it, a spiral fracture. Oh, fuck. And that's, you know, so be careful tonight. Please don't push too far up to the front. There's a drop, okay? Remember that. Yeah. In fact, yeah, it wasn't known for too much bad stuff. It was only visited by Brent Council once because they took one look at the place and found it was above board. I think they recognized true class. So, I asked Andy, who were your worst customers? And I thought I would get a good laugh out of that. But there weren't really any really bad customers. Of course, there were loonies who came in. There was one fellow who, he tells me about one fellow who came in bigger than everybody else. And he peed right against that post there. And John, not a big fellow, managed to punch him in the back of the head quickly and drag his enormous body to the top of the stairs and throw him down the stairs. Big catching him halfway out. What a scene. I like to hear stories like that. What's another one he told me? other fellow spinning around, something about throwing cakes. Of course, it's the whole Kilburn meths problem. The Luminaire wasn't famous for pill-popping disco sluts who make the papers. It wasn't the birthplace of 4 more lads with 4 more guitars who go on to be huge wankers. No! It was famous because it was the best! And again, it raised the bar! Now, of course, what made it famous really are the over 3,000 bands that played here. Yeah. There were 390 people squeezed in here for a hot chip. You can still smell a Wanda Jackson concert in the air. That's disturbing. You there. What was your favorite concert? You saw here. That's okay, just pretend it wasn't.
Joan and Jen.
Joan and Jen. Fantastic. What was your favorite concert?
Cindy Talk.
Daisy Rock. Say what?
Daisy Rock.
Daisy Rock.
Daisy Rock.
You going?
Okay, how many people were at that one? Somebody over there. Were you at that Daisy? Say it again. Daisy Rock. Who was over there? Over there. You were there?
Yeah.
And do you know these people? Well, you fucking should. Come and meet them. Come on. And that's what it needs to be. So every one of you, I want every one of you to say, I remember 2, 3 concerts, and I'm going to find everybody here that was at that same concert. And those are the memories, obviously, that count the most. Well, back to my fucking paper here. I asked Andy the other day. I asked one more question to Andy. Andy, what's next? And he replied, you gotta pardon the imitation. I don't want to get in a bum fight. I don't want to get in a bum fight with a bunch of other venues. But I'm looking around. But there definitely won't be another Luminaire. So there you have it. It's over. I am sad. I am sad because just like someone you love, when it's gone, you realize all the more time you could have spent with them. You know, oh shit, if only I didn't spend nearly, I wasn't there often enough. I wasn't really there for her. But it's true. Still, she looks good. There's still a little color in her lips, huh? She's still warm. I don't think it would be too improper, even though she's dead, for me to have one more... one more dance. One more dance with her. Shall we have another one then? Last chance. Last chance. Raise the bar. Thank you very much for letting me speak to you. And